Today we're going to do a demonstration of the two different methods of cleaning your indoor air. On the left is the brand new SilentNight ZEPA 500, which is Zephyr Emission Particle Arrestor, or ZEPA. This is a ZEPA 500 because it's designed for a 500 square foot room or smaller. And on the right is the top technology since 2004. It's been rated the best HEPA filter, high efficiency particle arrestor. Now, the objective of any air purifier is to remove contaminants from the air. And this instrument is an unbiased instrument that's measuring what's in the air currently with both machines turned off. And they measure in what's called micrometers, micrometers, which is a millionth of a meter, and that's called a micron. And on the left there's 200 reading 263, but you multiply by 100, so it's actually, let's see, it's about 23,000 1 micron sized particles per cubic foot. And on the right you put a couple more zeros on that, and there's a smaller number of the larger dust pollen size 5 micron particles. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the top rated HEPA filter there is. This is made in Switzerland, and it has different settings, but we're going to set it to the top effectiveness setting. It has multiple settings. You'll see why in a minute, because it uses a lot of power at the high setting, and some people think it's somewhat noisy as well. So let's turn this on, and let's see how well it does. I'll talk a little louder because it is a little bit noisy, but this is what's going to be in your bedroom if you're operating your air purifier at the maximum effectiveness. And by the way, when would you ever want to operate an air purifier at less than maximum effectiveness? Well, the reason is because it's too noisy or uses too much power. But as you see, it does a pretty good job. It's reducing the 5 micron particles pretty well. And we're already down to 500, 600. Pretty good job of reducing the small size particles also. You can see why it's rated the top rated HEPA category filter since 2004. But watch what happens when we turn it off or turn it to a lower setting. Watch how quickly the particle counter climbs, because there's billions and billions of particles floating in the air, and the particles on the carpets and the drapes, and they just gradually migrate into the breathing space. In a matter of minutes, it's as if the air purifier was never on, which is why it's a fallacy for a HEPA filter to have multiple settings and say run it all day long at the high setting, and then when you need it most at night, turn it down to a lower setting so you can sleep. Well, SilentNight has a different viewpoint. As a matter of fact, we feel that the most important time for the air purifier operating maximum effectiveness is at night. That's where you spend 1/3 of your life. That's when children, about 40% of the emergency visits to a hospital is a child with a breathing problem in the middle of the night. People with sleep apnea, various conditions that are all related to the particle count in your room. Now you notice we're back up to the way it was without an air purifier on. And we got about 3,000 or so of the 5 micron particles. And then the virus-sized particles, there's about 25,000. Now we're going to turn the machine on. It's absolutely silent. The noise you're hearing is the noise of the particle counter. And it runs about 45 watts. We only have one button, on and off, maximum effectiveness. And you see, it's already down to 0 on both sides. You'll get better results with the SilentNight than any other air purifier, and we can prove it with this unbiased instrument. Thank you for your time.